So I informed all of them, not only the happy boys. I informed everybody. Say, look, there are two options. The first option is this. If you can pause your education and work and generate money, you are free. But if you really want to go to school because you are given scholarship, by then I've established a relationship with Benin Republic, ESN University. I've said, you can come to ESN University or any university in Nigeria. I know some of you are year 3, some of you are in your final, some of you are year 2. I have discussed with some of these universities. They said, as far as you have your transcript, you can continue in the same class to stop. The voice note is there. I sent it to all of them. Some post, some started working and schooling at the same time. Some were working and schooling, Then, okay. Yes, the happy boys, they are useful, exuberant, and they, published the text messages I had with them where I said there's no money. I needed them to come back and continue in Benin Republic. Now, Benin Republic, the school fees, you pay the school fees, pay for accommodation. Then I found out that Benin Republic is not like Europe countries, like America, those schooling in America, in UK, in Cyprus, in Turkey. It's not like that. There is no more job in Benin Republic. So I said, what do I do? Do I handle this now? Most of these people, there's no job. And they may go into, and they are from less privileged homes. Most of them are from less privileged, and their family cannot be able to give them feeding. I have paid their fees. I have paid for the accommodation. But they are feeding. Their parents cannot afford it. What do I do? So I spoke with the school manager. I said, please, can you give me a space? Look for a space. I'm going to pay. I want to establish a restaurant. The school said, it's not possible. There's nobody have ever done it. And even federal government, I'm saying, open a free restaurant in the campus is not possible. I said, well, it's going to be heavy. But I know God will make a way because God have seen the heart. I want to do it. So we're able to pay for a place, and a sister in the church and volunteered and said she will go to be cooking there. Just let me be getting her ingredients, she'll be cooking. So since last year she started cooking. She has not one day stopped. The only day she doesn't cook is on Wednesday, which is her off day, because she has family. When I heard about the death, listen, so that you can know some people that want to twist story. And we have to say the facts. When I got them the estate, when I invited them to Port Harcourt, I went to the airport to pick them. When I picked them from the airport, listen, we went straight to the estate. The estate was empty. There is nobody in the estate. Considering what they have gone through, it will be wickedness to put them alone in the estate. There is no other tenant. So what do I have to do? I have to rent them a house. Then rent out, when they begin to collect rent, when other tenants come into the estate, they can now move. So I only paid 1 year. I only paid 1 year. This is the reason I paid 1 year. I could have carried them and put in the estate. The estate was ready. If you watch on the screen, the estate was ready. I have signed it. I've given it to them. But they cannot live there alone. So I needed to put them somewhere so that they can have neighbors. So that is why I rented a place for 1 year. Furnished it, everything. Because I told them, don't come with any load. I told them, don't come with any load. I will get you load. So they didn't come with any load from Niger State. So now, when the 1 year expires, it's for them to move into their estate. Then somebody went and interviewed them and said, OPM said he gave them a house and they are living in a rented house. Now, as I'm talking to you, they are inside their estate. They are living with their fellow tenants. They are together with their fellow tenants. living with neighbors. Yes, they're tenants. Because those people are tenants and they are here. You ask them. The money, they have so far collected about 800,000 from rent in that place. They've collected it in their account. They can provide your account. If you want the account, they can give you the account details so that you can see how the money was paid by the tenants. You can see how it was paid by the tenant. So I have never collected 1 naira. That was the reason why I rented that place. Number two, the son is here. This is the son, Matthew. He's here. He's going to tell you the reason why the car, after 1 year, started developing was he's here. He's going to tell you. He's going to confirm me. He learned how to drive with manual. He learned how to drive. So the son, you ask him, his son uses his own. He told him, Papa, you don't know how to drive this car because he didn't know how to press it. So the son uses his own math. This is what the son confirmed. That he doesn't know how to drive it. That let him drive it. He said no, he wants to drive it. Because I gave him that car, I want to use to do Uber. Either employ a driver to be doing Uber or you can do the Uber yourself. But he chose to do it himself. So he couldn't do it. That was where the problem, the car started having issue. But right now, I've already instructed, began to put his daughter in because of, he's here. All of you ask him all the questions. Because he himself confronted the father. Say, Papa, the way you're driving this thing, you will damage it or you don't know how to drive it. And he said, no, he continued. Now, the restaurant. I opened a restaurant. It's on her name. I bought a generator. I bought fridge, everything. She's here. She said anytime she goes in, because this woman has gone through a lot. I don't know why some bloggers want to disturb this woman, disturb the peace of this woman. She said anytime she enters that place, she remembers her daughter. And the thing affects her. That is why she brought somebody and said, she brought the person to me. I didn't introduce the person. To be helping her to sell. And she goes there. I wish the woman is here. But you answer. Answer, how many times does the woman come and do account? Does she come to the shop and the woman make account and give her the sales? She goes there as the owner of the place and the woman will give her money. She will go. Anytime she needs money, she goes there and the woman will make account for her. The woman happens to be a member of Omega Power Ministries. She was the one that brought the woman to my office. Now, they said, the son, I said I will send him to America. He's here. I never said I would send him. I said I'll give him scholarship, overseas scholarship. Benin Republic is overseas. It's outside Nigeria. But, you don't blame him. He was thinking it's America when I mentioned over. So, when he saw that it was Benin Republic, he said, no, he doesn't want to go Benin. He wants to go abroad. I said, well, I don't have that money. Even the ones I gave scholarship, I've told them to come back and come and school in Benin Republic or school in Nigeria. So, I cannot finance America or Cyprus or Turkey because the resources cannot carry it now. So I concentrate only on Nigeria. We have scholarship students in Uniport, Unitech, Unilag, or Unuyo, different places, which one in a year. So a month is how much? About 70,000. Somebody that is earning 70,000, is he suffering? So you are not paying rent. You are not paying school fees. You are getting 70,000. You got 70,000 in a year. And you have a shop where you didn't put any money. So I want to know, how is the person suffering? Unless the person interviewing that person twisted, manipulated the person to say that he's suffering. Because for him to say he's suffering, I believe maybe before the interview, They have manipulated, because if I get 800,000, I remember when I was in Lagos, I was working as a cleaner, they were paying me 5,000 naira. So if I get 800,000 in a year, I am not paying house rent, I am not paying light bill, I am not paying school fees. It's just for feeding, plus other food stuff I brought. If you say I am suffering, then somebody manipulated me to say so. I didn't say it on my own. Now, we're not talking about the restaurant. There is a restaurant. There is a restaurant which is working and it's on the road. It's not like if you are going to, nobody will call police for me. But it is on my goodwill. Why are you trying to spoil my name on my goodwill? I did this out of for the name of God to be glorified. I helped save this nation from a religious crisis. You are supposed to be happy because you don't know whether you will be a victim of the religious crisis. You are supposed to be giving God glory. Muslims give God glory. Christians, when they see me at the airport, they say, Muslims say, oh, thank God for what you did. Thank God. Everybody where you go, thank God. And you are there. You are trying to rubbish this thing so that they will feel bad. So that the people will say, why don't you talk about the people that killed the daughter? Why not making money? Nobody will call police for me. Nobody will do anything. I could have rented it, that restaurant. I could have been operating it and put staff there and be generating money. But I didn't do that. That vehicle they are using, I could have put it on taxi for somebody to be doing Uber for me and be generating money. I didn't do that. I saved a religious crisis in Nigeria. I will never stop helping these people. God have used me to trust. It is not easy. If you can name one person that I've given out estate free of charge, if you can name one person, I'm not giving one, I'm not giving two, I'm not giving three, I'm not giving four. I've given out because I had nothing. God picked me for nothing. And when I'm going to die, I will die with nothing. I came into this world as a dust, and I'm going back as a dust. Everything I have, I don't. This clothes is borrowed. This shoe is borrowed. We live a borrowed air. This air is borrowed. We live a borrowed life. God owns everything we have. God can decide that today I'm taking back what I gave to you. Will you be alive? So that is who I see life. I see life as everything we have. We don't own it. It's owned by God. And especially when the Happy Boys thing happened. Do you know a lot of things that came to my head? I regretted sending them over. I regret so many things. I said, is it that bad? I know how many millions I spent on each of them to travel. The visas, ticket, everything. I regretted. Ticket alone was 2 million. Ticket alone. You know, they for school fees. I regretted. When all this has happened, 25 free schools. How many individuals or churches operate 24 free schools in Nigeria? How many is running free hospital? How many people have free restaurant in a university? Why? Why are you trying to discourage me? Why? If I decide to close down the free hospital, close down the free school, close down everything, nobody will arrest me because I owe nobody anything. I don't owe anybody to run free school. I don't owe anybody to run free hospital. I don't owe anybody to put the children in school. I can decide to close down the free school and tell the children to come back home, and they go back home. But I am not doing it because of them. I'm doing it because of God. If you now discourage me and I stop these things, God will not be happy with you. God will not be happy with you. Stop this thing you are doing.